What's up, guys? Welcome to Sports Stop 101. In today's video, I'll be cutting you with some college football 2023 schedule preview and prediction. Just look at the Pac-12. All of the Pac-12, I've done a UCLA, I've done California, I've done Colorado, I've done Utah. I just did a Oregon State, the USC. So far in the Pac-12. Like I said, I think I said in the video, I'm gonna make, like I said, I'm gonna say right now, I am gonna get as many videos as I can, predicting as many teams as I can, before season start. If there's a particular team that you need to predict, please comment below in this video. If this would, I have done, like I said, probably close to 40, maybe, by since this comes out, close to 40. I think I've done. I've had playlists. I think like 34 or 40 teams so far. Like I said, I'm getting my team. Like I said, right here on the playlist, right here, I have this called 2023 College Football Preview Predictions. And these right here, all the teams I have done so far. So really, um uh so far, like I said, many teams can. Like I said, kind of play check that out. I'm going to figure out how to, add it to my video, but do that at the end. But yeah, that is so. Well, to get into Oregon Ducks, that's what today's views on the 20. We'll look at 2020 schedule and preview and predict for the 2023 Oregon Ducks. Dan Lanning last year had a great season. They went what was it? They went 10-3, 7-2. Pretty good record last year for the board for Bo Nix and company. Bo Nix had a really good season. Obviously, had the injury at the end. The dude lost to Oregon State on the road, lost to Georgia, non-con game. Won most of the game, lost to Washington. Close game to Washington too. The mine lost close to Oregon State, but beat a close game to North Carolina in the bowl game. Last year, Oregon, like I said, they're recruiting really well in the top 15, top 25. They're really well. I think I have the top 25 way too early. I think it's like my top 15. So the top 15 team, okay. Will they make the playoffs? We'll see. Could they make the Pac-12? They had a chance to make the Pac-12 last year. Obviously, you know, what happened in the regular season can't go, but they had a chance not only to make the Pac-12, but also for they losing to Georgia. If they won out the entire table, they could make the playoff. They could be the first team Pac-12 team, and Pac-12 have not made the playoff in a while. And last year, the Pac-12 was his most of the team conference. You got Oregon, Washington State, Oregon State, Washington, Utah, UCLA, and USC, and Washington in the middle. But these 6 teams were the best teams in the Pac-12 last year. I mean, Washington State on the borderline, obviously Arizona State, California, Colorado, Arizona State, Stanford, obviously. They're not good. Obviously, Colorado bad last year. Terrible last year, California. Like I said, it was a good season for Oregon. It's a competitive season. Like I said, a lot of these 6 teams play each other, and one of these gonna beat each other. One, it's hard to expect who's gonna go to Pac-12, but one of these guys go, beat each other up, and literally, not literally, but game and face each other, beat each other, win 6 teams. One of these like Oregon could beat all 6 teams or lose all 6 teams, or at least 3 other 6 teams, or 2 or 4 6 teams. So that kind of thing. But Oregon, a great season last year. Like I said, the big wins there. And so I think Oregon did a good job. Offensively will be good. He's got both next come back between quarterbacks. Look at the Pac-12, USC, Washington, Oregon, and Utah are only 4 teams to have a returning quarterback so far. UCLA has a new quarterback. Oregon has a new quarterback. So really, it's going to be consistency. But only 4 Pac-12 teams have a returning quarterback so far. And so there should be a system for that. Bo Nix definitely going to be Heisman candidate. He's in the Heisman. He was Heisman candidate last year. He was in the Heisman conversation. So I think Bo Nix will be good. Yeah, I almost think he will win Heisman, but he can put good numbers in this year. Could win Heisman. We'll find out in the season, but he's definitely a Heisman candidate or contender. So. in my opinion. I'm gonna say like I said, offensively they were really good last year. Defensively, they were good. I think they can go step up in defense. I think they can look again with the spot of Pac-12 is just so hard. Pac-12 is one of the toughest games because six best team kind of play each other, and that's what makes it so difficult in the season. So we'll see. The Pac-12 doesn't get a lot of hype. Obviously, it had five last year because the Pac-12 was down. So Utah was down some years. So the Pac-12 didn't get a lot of hype. It got, I think it deserved that as it got last year. It got the hype, last year, but I think this year it'll be greater this year. I think this one, to me, could be a tricky one for them. So tricky game. That's a game. Tricky schedule. Again, but Pac-12, like I said, we got a lot of hype this year. I think because in the year, Pac-12 is always a fun conference. Has been at least in the last 2 years. They obviously passed. They have been usually a fun conference to watch. Depending on years, some and obviously there's a couple down years, but also since 2022, last season I think Pac-12 have done a really good job of being hyped, not hyped up, but like fun to watch. So there's that. Transfer portal, like I said, I don't think that's transfer, but just transfer portal, I think Oregon did a good job. Transfer portal. You got some guys in the NFL, some guys in transfer portal, but bringing in some guys, and so really good job for getting that hands off to the Oregon Ducks. So let's take a look at 2023 schedule. They still have three non-con games, and all of which one of them is going to be a tough game. So we'll talk about that in a second. But they still have Portland State Vikings. That's the easy win. Then you go on the road, Texas Tech. Now this will be a tricky game. Texas Tech is a good team. Now look at the Big 12. Besides Texas, Oklahoma, and Oklahoma State, and Kansas State, this is probably one of the best teams. I'm high. Look, I'm all high on Texas Tech. I think Texas Tech is going to have a good season next year. And I did Texas Tech video. If you go out and check that out, I think that should be up on now YouTube. But check that out for Texas Tech. But look, this game is tricky. It's a road game. So look, this is actually 50-50. This is actually a toss-up game. This will probably look one of the best non-con games. This is one of them besides obviously Texas, Oklahoma, Texas and Alabama, Ohio State, and LSU, and Florida State. Outside those, this is going to be a good non-con game. This is one non-con game a lot of people not talking about. But look, Oregon could lose this game too. So it's a 50-50 chance I think we'll win this game. But this is a game I think Oregon needs to win if they want to go make it to the Pac-12 championship and also want to present the Pac-12 in a playoff scenario now. We'll see how that goes. But like I said, this could be a loss for Oregon State. But I think Oregon wins. Then you go home, get Hawaii, come home. And think about Hawaii is coming to Oregon, get a chance. I know it's not a good team, but just get a chance to play Oregon. I know that Ohio's not going to win this game, but get a chance to play this team. Like Hawaii, like last year, Hawaii went to Michigan. Michigan played Hawaii, and I love the game, especially because how often you go travel to now about Hawaii, right? Right. So I mean, twice I've done it. In the past 4 years, I think, but 2019, the period says 2022, and before that, a few years before that, I think 2016, something like that. I played Hawaii, so I spent up 2 years two times twice. It's been 5 years, whatever. And Hawaii is not a good team, right? Also, but they had a chance to play. Hawaii would take a chance to go to now, but go to East Lansing, go to Columbus High, go to Tuscaloosa, go to Step. This is a team that will want this for experience. They know they're not going to win this game. They know Hawaii's not going to. Hawaii knows it's not going to win this game, but this is the type of game because they give experience to play these teams that they usually rarely. And Hawaii would try to schedule the games. Usually look at schedule of teams. Non-con games like really big games, like big teams like Michigan. They would love to do that. So hats off to Hawaii, but this is a win for. I think hey Oregon, great start season. You're undefeated. To start the season, you're 5-0, heading to your bye week. And I'm gonna tell you, speaking of bye week, so you beat Hawaii, you beat Deion Sanders in Colorado, and you go on the run, beat Stanford. But your bye week cannot come from a better time. Your bye week is look at bye week. Look at the different teams and schedule in the bye weeks. But bye week usually I love to have bye weeks for big games. Guess what? Oregon does that. Oregon has that this year. Let's go. And they had it last year too. Okay, USLA too. So bye week for last year they got it this year. before the Washington game. It happens to be a road game. You got Washington home last year, got on the road. This has to be a perfect because after the bye week, it is not an easy. You got Washington, Utah, USLA, Oregon State, four good teams, and it's going to be a tough schedule stretch after the bye week. But it's a matter schedule. You go on the road, Washington. I think you'll win this one. In my opinion, I think you win it. I think you go on. Though you beat Washington State. Hey, look, undefeated. Let's go. I know I did a Utah video. And if I remember correctly in my Utah video, I think Utah beats Oregon. Utah take an L. I'm sorry. You're going to take a giant L. It's right there. First loss of the season. Now, you could lose to Washington at Washington. That could be a potential loss right there. But unlikely scenario. I think you come. Oops, sorry. You come back home, and you face of one table team. California. You come home with USC. I think you beat Oregon State, and you beat your revenge on Oregon State. You go 11-1, and I think you make it Pac-12, and I think you win the Pac-12. I think you go to the Pac-12 championship and win it. And guess what? You win Pac-12, you can present the Pac-12 in the playoff. Congrats, Ducks. 11-1 season. Better because I think you'll lose to Utah. Now you could the potential games losses for Oregon. I'm gonna point this out. These are games that I think Oregon should watch out for. Texas Tech, that's trap game right between Portland and Hawaii. The two terrible teams, not really good teams, but that games on the road, not easy task. Tough game for them at Washington, at Utah, Oregon State, and these teams. This is a tough schedule. Look, you got one, two, three, four, five tough games. All these 5 games. How many you'll win? 1, 2. That's 2 wins, and potentially 3 wins so far. 4 wins, 4-1 in the. You could go 3-2. The second loss, you could lose to Texas Tech. But you want look, you Texas Tech. Hey, you can lose Texas Tech, but win out your conference and make the playoff. But if you want to make the playoff, I would rather lose a conference game and win at Texas Tech. I think you need to beat Texas Tech. If you beat Texas Tech and lose to Utah, I think you make the playoff. Now, if you lose to Texas Tech but beat Utah, will you make the playoff? Also, though, that I think that you could. It all depends on what's going on the conferences and what happens, how the season ends for many teams. But that's right there. My prediction for the 2023 Oregon Ducks upcoming season. They have 11-1 for Oregon Ducks. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in my next video. I will see you in my next video. Sports Talk 101, signing out. I'm Sports Talk 101, signing out. Peace.